Hello, this is Mrs. Ross. Happy Monday. I'm going to go ahead and make this video for Monday and Tuesday. It's possible I'll be there on Tuesday. It's pretty definite unless the Lord wills that I'll be there, wills otherwise, that I'll be there on Wednesday. So I'm going to show you what I have planned for the week so that I'm not making another video on Tuesday if I'm still here, because you guys, with math, it's pretty straightforward. So, and then when I finally do come back, either Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll kind of have to see where you guys are at and work from there. So let me show you what I've got planned for this week. I'm going to scroll down. And if you go to weekly lesson plan right here, you'll see I have the weekly lesson plan for this week up. And I already have it pulled up, so I'm going to open that up. Okay, so today, Monday the 23rd, I want you to go ahead and work on your diagnostic for about the first 5 minutes, or as long as it takes somebody to do attendance. Now, if you are still having trouble signing on to the IXL diagnostic, please ask Mrs. Adams or Mr. Love, because I only see one person who's logged in last week. So I don't know if that's on my end or if that's on your end or what have you, but we need to kind of get that working at some point. And then I wanted to make sure that you know there's a place for your questions. I only had one person ask questions on lesson 1. So let me show you where the questions are. If you go back here, you scroll down to lessons 1 through 5. So in lesson 1, I put the discussion here, and you can click on it and you can put any questions that you have. There's a question there. And then what I did was I did the same thing for each of the next few lessons. So question 2, if there's something on the written practice that you don't understand, you'll just put the numbers in here and we'll work those out. Okay, so that's kind of what I mean by you should have completed your lesson 2 written practice and mark the problems you struggled with. Now keep in mind that you're completing your written practice and you're checking it with the key. So the key, let's go back here, can be found right here. I'm not sure if you guys have access to this. Actually, we might have to make Quizlet some things for you guys. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But let me see. Written practice. And if I click on something, normally I can see the answer. There's the answer. Step 1 of 2. Reveal next step. Okay, step 2 of 2. Great result. Lovely. So I would check my answers with this. And remember, it comes from this button right here. And any answer that you have that's different, let's say on this particular number, whatever it is, you get a different answer. That doesn't mean that you're wrong. It's possible that this key could be wrong. But what it does is it triggers kind of an investigation where you say, okay, did I do something wrong, or is the key wrong? And it just kind of red flags that problem. So you can put that problem, if you understand what you did wrong and you actually like missed a step or something, then by all means fix it. But if you don't understand why the answers are different, please make sure that you drop a comment in this discussion. Okay? Okay. So, oops. So that's that. And then the lesson 3 video notes, you're going to have to print these yourself if you prefer to write them. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay. Oh. Lesson 3 notes. Okay, so let's say that I want these video notes on paper so that I can write them out. I'm going to download it first. I'm going to open it in Word. Enable editing, because I don't think it lets you do anything if you don't enable editing. Go to File and Print. You're going to choose the secondary 870 printer, and it should say Ready. And then you'll go ahead and print. And when you print, it's going to ask you for a printer code. The printer code for junior high is 9805. And if that doesn't work, please let Mrs. Adams know. Now, what's interesting with this particular format, the Cornell style format, it's going to say that the margins are too small. Just click OK. It always prints out fine. So make sure that when you put in the code, you put the code in and wait for that next prompt that'll tell you the margins are too small. Okay, so that's lesson 3 notes, and then you'll see the homework is over here, the video notes in the practice set. So lesson 3 practice set, what I'd like you to do is attempt these on your own and then use the lesson 3 practice set video to check your work and answer your questions. Now, what I haven't done in this is I haven't put page numbers in this because you're all very capable of finding the page numbers in your book, but if you have any trouble after looking in your book and looking in your table of contents, please let me know if you have trouble locating anything. In independent study, I have you working on your video notes and your practice set. If you finish both of them and you are an early finisher, you can start that written practice. Again, those should be done. I would start with the non-starred problems, and they should be done individually. This is not something where we do them together. We might when I'm in class with you, but we're not going to do that while I'm away. So if you have any questions or you need help on a problem, feel free to ask Mrs. Adams or the sub, and hopefully they can help you find the answer. You can also look back in the lesson and see if there's an example that looks like the one that you're struggling with. Okay. And also with the not with the written practice, I was going to say with the practice set, there's a video on every problem in the practice set. So once you attempt all of those problems, I suggest you watch that video and see how you did. So that's Monday. This is Tuesday. So we'll do that bell work. So the goal is to do at least 15 diagnostic problems per week. Now we meet 5 days a week. So if you do 3 per day, then during the bell work time, you'll hit this goal, no problem. Okay. So really no need to worry about this as homework or what have you. As long as you come in and it's the first thing you do, you'll be good to go. After that, complete the lesson 3 written practice and you'll have the class time to do that. If you struggle with any of the starred problems, watch the video. I highly suggest you attempt them first. And if you struggle with any of the non-starred, please list them in the discussion like I showed you. Make sure you check your answers with the answer key. If you get a different answer than the answer key, your answer may still be correct, but we need to check it. So your homework on Tuesday is the written practice. If you finished early, you're early finisher, start your lesson 4 video notes and you'll need to print them out. Mrs. Adams can help you if you need that help. So I have Wednesday and the rest of the week planned. That might change as I show up, hopefully soon. But I appreciate you guys working hard while I'm away. Please do not neglect this work, okay? I don't grade the written practice. I don't grade the video notes. But it shows up on your test when you don't do these things. A lot of students don't believe me. Sometimes at the very beginning of the year, they won't do the video notes or they won't do the written practice, and then they find themselves failing tests. So when you're doing your written practice and you're doing your video notes, you're actually studying for your test. It starts way back there. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and I'll try to get back with you as soon as I can. Have a great Monday.